वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून, जय हिंद। आज का अखबार पढ़ते हैं नवंबर 11 2023 इंडियन एक्सप्रेस। एज आई टोल्ड यू, इट इज़ देयर सिंस 1932. Says first thing it says is need humanitarian pauses, stop conflict spread, India US on Gaza. Here it talks about pauses, it doesn't say stops. So pauses means give a break, let people move out, let civilians move out, and then you continue. Now it has taken that shape in the war. Ki now people have to think about innocent people also. What should they be doing? Recently I was watching this World War II. There is a documentary on Netflix. Usme, a lot of civilians also lost their life. Even during Normandy landing and all those, a lot of civilians also lost. So whether civilians also should be, punished, that is a major question. So it is important to understand that there has to be some scape given to civilians, those who are not anyway involved in the war, those who do not support it. And this has happened when US Defense Secretary Lloyd J. Austin and Secretary of State Antony Blinken, they met Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister. So that's why this word 2+2 dialogue has come. Then they also hold substantive talks from China's conduct to Canada raw. China will conduct and Canada का जो raw चल रहा है, you all know what is happening with India and Canada relations. So they also spoke about that. Now what is this? Funny by Unni. It says business as usual. Thank you. What is the full? I'm not able to. Thank you, rain god. Or something artificial for clearing up the Delhi. So this is about, when the rains happened. So I think the smoke level has gone down and people are saying ki that's what rain cleans Delhi air odd even plan. This odd even plan is only arsenal, only idea आप government has, nothing else. ये लोग इतने बेवकूफ़ बनाए इन्होंने पब्लिक को. फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, आई वांट टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक इन माय ओपिनियन, दे हैव ओनली फूल्ड पीपल. दिस one of the movements which was, people had so many hopes, but what they have given is no hope. So they have not done anything as far as concrete measures can be called to quell the pollution, to make the lives better. They have only created a facade. I am a Delhi government student. I was in Delhi government student. I was in sector 12 RK Puram and Sarojini Nagar number 1. That time schools were far better what it is now. They're only beating around the bush. They're not doing anything. This is something political. Let's not go toward election का चल रहा है. Okay, some Bihar contract has been public interest to orders ignored. Government gets power to dissolve IIM boards. Okay, IIM boards को dissolve कर सकती है government. Now, not much. Let's move on. What is this? This is about the issue. Rain washes away, or very nicely, rain washes away odd even plans. Actually rain ने आके जो भाई साहब का मिस्टर गोपाल राय, आई थिंक दैट इज सो कॉल्ड एनवायरमेंट मिनिस्टर, तो मिस्टर गोपाल राय का ये प्लान था कि ऑड इवन लाएंगे. आई थिंक दैट हैज़ बीन वॉश्ड. वेरी नाइसली crafted article. Capital chokes, but half of Delhi government screen says unused. So this much amount collected in 8 years and only 781 crore spent on RRTS. Now what is RRTS? I have no idea. You can check it. I think Rapid Rail Transport System, if I'm not wrong. Let me check. Has it been given anywhere else? Not much. You can check that. Okay, let's not waste. Inside SC, a cafe run by differently able to open doors. Married forcibly raped and abused. Help new site for teenager. Married forcibly raped and abused. Okay, this is one news. Okay, let's move on. I would like to go. All those who are interested in horoscope can also go through this. This is by Peter Vidal. He's quite accurate. Like, I am a Virgo, so I'll read mine just for curiosity's sake. Actually, difficult to say how accurate it is, but this Peter Vidal guy, I somehow find his what is you may be misunderstood, maybe. However, your strength at the moment lies in repairing the damage left by people who have no control over their feelings. If your confidence should dip, then remember that you are playing a long game and you need a reliable strategy. Actually, all these words, if you see, they're very generic in nature. So if you read, and sometimes if you're slightly low and if you're feeling little, down, and you read these words, and it appears as if they are written for you only. So that's the psychological factor, I would like to say. Nothing special. Let's move on to again Rajasthan Congress. This is all elections which are about to happen. This is one important. BJP picks Yediyurappa son as Karnataka chief. It is said that this person, Vijendra, who is son of this Yediyurappa, is considered very dynamic, and he's just 47 years, and he has been chosen as Karnataka president. Moreover, he comes from a particular community, I think Lingayats. So Yediyurappa has a very strong hold in Lingayats, and this man also is very dynamic in nature. So that's why they realized that maybe we should make him the president. ITBP Foundation Day is today. 62nd Foundation Day. ITBP, Indo-Tibet Border Police. Indo-Tibet Border Police. Very strong organization. Very strong and very, efficient organization. 62 years have been happened. So, okay. But it is jail. केजरीवाल साहब जेल में जाने वाले हैं. ये कौन कह रही हैं? नीरजा चौधरी. शी इज़ अ वेरी फेमस. Kejriwal makes a play for sympathy, but is the jail the Trump card he hopes it is? What happens to Aam Aadmi Party will have a bearing on its own prospects and the showing that India bloc makes in 2024. Now, you see, गलती तो हुई है. अगर गलती नहीं हुई होती ना, तो ये सारे के सारे जो जेल में जा रहे हैं, they are not even getting the bail. So it means कि whatever ED, and moreover ED, when it puts up a case, they make it very strong case, and they all go by evidence and facts. So foot and mouth हो गया इनका. And if Kejriwal goes to jail, I don't think Aam Aadmi Party will also survive. No political comments, but I believe justice should come. And if someone has taken any money in any of the ways, then it should be paid. Now, this Mr. Ashok Gulati. What is Mr. Ashok Gulati? Here he is. He's a distinguished professor at ICRIER. मुझे भी ढूंढना पड़ेगा इतना लंबा फुल फॉर्म क्या है. आप भी ढूंढिएगा और मुझे भी बताइएगा. ICR, it must be Indian Council for RIER. बड़ा डिफरेंट है. इसको we can find out, and it will be important to us to know. If you all find out, do let me know in the comments. So air quality index has gone down. Supreme Court, this is very important. Supreme Court has come down heavily on adjoining states of Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Basically, it says that stubble burning in paddy fields forthwith has to be stopped, and then find the long-term solutions. And there was here it is. This accounts for 37.85% of pollution. That's a huge number. Transport accounts for only 12.87. So, ये जो आप वाले कह रहे थे ना, odd even, they are not even realizing कि odd even means you are only catering for 12.867, and they now have government in Punjab, and everyone is accountable. So you cannot just keep burning your paddy in the fields. ठीक है? And another statement that has come very strongly, likely to lose 11.9 years of their life. So it's a huge problem. And what are the ways to stop stubble burning? Many schemes have been tried. Uprooting the entire stubble, usko pura utha liya jaye. Making bales for boilers using the stubble for mulching. Smart happy seeder showed some promise, but ultimately कुछ हो नहीं रहा है. So this problem, every time in this month this problem comes. And introduction of short duration rice variety should go with enforcement of polluter pays principle. जो भी pollute करेगा वो पे करेगा, ऐसा principle हमें लाना पड़ेगा. नीति आयोग member Rajesh Tandon has highlighted in an interaction with newspaper to create a market for standing stubble and loose straw remaining in fling after combined harvesting of paddy. यानी कि once you have harvested, once you have taken the rice, so there has to be some mechanism to remove the paddy which can be sold. Parali they would then compress into compact bales for supplying to the various user industries. Yeah, this can be done, and that will be the long-term solution, and it will be economic also. Some data and figures is there. Indian Agricultural Research Institute developed a new variety Pusa 2090, improved variant, something it is there. So you should be reading about it. Now, protest by UP emergency helpline workers ने क्यों protest कर दिया? Okay, let's read this. The unequal deep fake risk by Anupriya Dhanchak. Who is she? She is a lawyer and Rhodes Scholar from India and pursuing an MPhil in, at the University of Oxford. Deep fake is a major problem now. It has come, and today only I was reading in a local newspaper in Times of India in Ahmedabad that a lot of doctors, there is a lady who used the deep fake against her own husband. Now that's very surprising. So people are using this to malign people, and what happens is they put their face and then circulate the video. Now you have the explanation to do. And what to do if you go to police? A lot of people avoid going to police. They don't want to come to limelight in that manner. So this person went to a cyber expert to help him remove the entire video from somewhere. This was the Rashmika Vandana. You must have seen that video, and it was posted by a British influencer. Zara Patel was morphed to splice Vandana hand into Patel's body. So now AI is going to disturb people. And the sophistication of the make deception easy and the ease of its availability and use makes detection difficult. Women's exercise of bodily autonomy invites disproportionate. Yes, it is a stigma in India. Even not even women, for men also. For men also, if someone, morphs your image and put something like this and it circulates, it will really irritate you, make you low. Some people might even commit suicide. So, very good article. You must read about it. Deepfake technology also, if you can read, and it is something needs to be done. A form of gig work, while participants can view it as a natural medium for self-expression, platform design also enables monetization of content. Yeah, that is also a case. Monetization of content, audiences and skills. And concept of honor in India is closely tied to the ideas of control and ownership of women's bodies, women on social media. So it's a huge problem. What is the gist of it? It says allowing attention grabbing deep fakes. Now this is very important topic. Read thoroughly about it. What is deepfake? It might come under discussion. That profit from the male gaze generators. Male gaze means the people who are watching the males, generates higher advertisement revenues for platforms, but driving up engagement and harming vulnerable users. So what is happening is it is generating a lot of interest, so that content is selling more, and it that way generates revenue. Apart from causing economic, physical and psychological harm to victims, it stifles their right to free speech, forcing them to often shut down their profiles. This restricts the woman access to technological means of production in an age of information capitalism. Read about deepfake, read about the uses, what policies are there, and what they are trying to bring. It's a views thing. And something about this. What happened 40 years ago? Tamil issue. G. Parthasarathi, Prime Minister Special, said positive ideas of a political settlement of Tamil's issue has emerged in case of discussion with Sri Lankan leaders. At that time, what used to happen? A lot of Tamilians from Sri Lanka used to come over to India. So I think it is talking about that. Tripoli gunfire. 13 textile mills settled. The Union Commerce Ministry have finalized proposal to take over about 8 to 10 upcountry textile mills. There used to be textile mills in Bombay. They are all closed now. ABD from India, Asia Development Bank, may modest around according to something about loan or something. Good. Now what is this? Lohiya's lessons for Nitish. Ram Madhav, he is from I think BJP. He used to be, what is he? The writer is President India Foundation, is with RSS. He is a member of RSS. Speaks really well. तो क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं लोहिया लेसन्स में ये कि it is very sad to see such a language used on the floor by a 70-year-old. He's 72. So some tried to laugh and some tried to say what exactly is the gist of it. Let me get. Has he given? Yeah, I think here it is given. The larger debate of population control should be freed from patriarchy. Why it is saying patriarchy? The way Nitish was speaking, he says it is like, male's right to do this. I mean, according to him, marriage is only for that purpose. So that shows his pathetic mindset, and that surprisingly in the mindset of a lot of people, and they call themselves educated. To a surprise, Mr. Nitish Kumar is an engineer of those times. It is responsibility of all section of society looking at women as reproductive machines. Very well said. In the competition for numerical superiority to conquer the world through the womb of woman is the bane of humanity. The population debate control needs to be brought out of this abominable and anti-woman discourse. So what this idiot was trying to say in Vidhan Sabha was, if the girl is educated, she will know, she will be able to tell the man ki now it's time to, close the process and you please ejaculate outside. Nonsense, stupid idiot. जितनी भर्त्सना की जाए इसकी उतनी अच्छा है. The promise of a new wine, Kozhikode, has been a storied place with World City of Literature tag. Okay. Latest to the editor, TV Free India, we discussed yesterday. Metro as a solution, there is a health emergency. We have, that is basically use more metro, but SC on pollution, that we have already discussed. So guys, I think that's all. Read analytically and develop a critical mind. That is the key. That's all. Do let me through your comments. Anything that you want to share, any comments, any questions. Wall Street, China and India. At an investment conference in Hong Kong, some fragile green shoots emerged, but the case for investing in India over China remains strong. That's Henny Shender. Who is Henny Shender? She is a founder of Upsra Advisory and a former MD of BlackRock. Okay, what is she saying? She says, it may be obvious when international sentiment about China growth and market remains deeply depressed, but the case for China proved surprisingly strong this past week as Hong Kong Central Bank invited all-star cast of international financiers to its second annual forum in the requisite past Four Seasons hostel. Most of the invitees were bankers and investors from Wall Street, yet other than the beat-up on the mainland, where the collapse of property market has left both macroeconomy and the market for their concern time in Mandra. Okay, what is the point here? In a panel next week, Bob Pence referred to as potential US government to refinance. Okay. Where it is. In any case, mood was vastly improved last year, where message that Hong Kong is back hardly resonated. Okay, something. So that's all guys for the day. Let me know through your comments, questions.